Fala galera, beleza? Aqui quem fala é o Daniel. Hoje vamos estar vindo aí com um jogo novo, né, pro canal, que é Alan Wake, beleza? Bora aqui começar no modo normal mesmo, porque o Pesadelo ainda tá bloqueado.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and is what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there.
Eita porra, atropelou o cara.
I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again.
Ixi, o cara desapareceu, mano.
Suddenly, his body was gone.
Episódio 1, Pesadelo.
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet. I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Tá bom, a gente tem que ir lá. Vai para o farol.
The bridge
Ok.
had collapsed.
A ponte de
I'd have to
desabado.
find another way to the lighthouse.
A gente tem que encontrar outro caminho para chegar lá no farol. Eita porra, apareceu a alma penada, ó.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with
Tá porra, tá pra se mexer, filho.
you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now, and I'll make
Ih, caralho. Tô tentando ler ali embaixo e não consigo.
be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor. You'll never publish another one of your shitty stories, cause I'm gonna kill you. It's not like your stories are any good. Not like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for. Just look at me. Look at your work.
Ih, caramba. Essa alma aí tá com cheio de ódio, hein? Porra. Dá pra pular aqui? Dá. Ah tá, o espaço pula.
You missed your deadline.
Você pode se esquivar de ataques. Aperte Shift. Ah tá.
You can't stop me.
Que isso?
I realized
Ixi, o
that
cara
Hitchhiker was a
desapareceu.
character from the story I'd been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Bora, tem que correr agora. O bicho aí tá furioso, hein? Vai pra onde, meu Deus? Ah tá, a luz aqui. Ih, o cara cansou, não quer correr mais. Tô tentando, meu filho, tô tentando. Sai daí, meu filho, bora entrar dentro de casa. Caralho, entrou só ele e deixou o cara lá fora, mano. Eita porra. Uma verdadeira ópera de terror. Tem um olho na televisão, mano. Não tem saída aqui, cara. Ih, cara, caiu um chifre de alguém aqui, ó. Eita porra. E agora, o que eu faço, pelo amor de Deus? Não dá pra sair por lugar nenhum. Oxe. Siga a luz. Vai morrer aí, meu filho.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Entre no abrigo da luz. Ah, tá enchendo a vida dele.
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing.
Deu, hein? Isso é um Jesus
This
falando
way,
aqui.
there's no time. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
Só faltou aquela musiquinha, aquele
Shoot your
sonzinho, né?
flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll die.
Eita porra.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Intensifique a luz. Certo. Que aí a luz cega os inimigos e desintegra a escuridão mais rápido. Ok. Cara, olha só isso, velho. Bonito, né? Olha, tem alguma coisa aqui. Ah, minha munição. Acho que não vai pegar mais não. Tá lotado. Só entendi. Nossa, que jogo bonito, né, mano? E é antigo. Ih, caralho! Nossa! Viu Matrix ali agora? Que isso? Ah, pistola de sinalização. Tá, porra, a pistola de sinalização mata eles na hora, mano. Cara, esse cara aí é poderoso, hein? Tá no ódio aquele ali. Mano, acho que tem que correr. E aquele ali não para não. Eita porra. Ih, caceta. Não, meu filho, tu não tem que cansar não. Tu não pode descansar. O que é onde? Tá a luz. Tá, a luz tá ali dentro. Tem uma escadinha aqui? Tem.
Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Bem-vindo a Brig Falls. Eu não vou tentar ler isso aí, porque eu sou horrível no inglês.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Ok, tudo bem,
Sure.
sim.
I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
Ô, velho, quer que eu entre na foto também, meu filho?
Picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Ô, velho, em cima da...
I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
É, cara, deixa eu tirar minhas férias, porra. É um sacrifício eu tirar umas ferinhas. E aí, mulher, tirou as fotos? E agora?
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right.
Nada, ele queria só uma entrevista comigo.
Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah, we just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Tá bom.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome
É,
to
ele
the
é
Old
bem
Deer
famoso.
Diner.
I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake, Alan Wake. Oh, God, I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books.
Que
I got
bom,
the
que
cutout
bom.
from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Depois eu volto aí pra autografar pra você, mulher.
Try
Deixa
the
eu
coffee.
encontrar o senhor
Just don't
Cal.
blame me when you fall in love, cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Do me
Rusty
a
here.
favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it my...
Go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am.
Gente, assim falou, mano. Pode escutar que é verdade.
I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stuckey.
Assim, de
get the
idade,
key
né?
and get out as soon as possible.
Uma velhinha.
The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
Não, aqui é um banheiro feminino.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill.
Que isso, mulher? Tá aparecendo nada?
You instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife.
É o que, mulher?
I insist.
Não,
Thanks.
não. Obrigado. A mulher deve ter voltado de um luto de algum lugar, né? Tá toda de preto.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Não, mano, que bom. Deixa ele tomar um café, senhora.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed, and then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
É, não entra aí não, minha senhora. Tá salvo aqui. Que isso, alguém passando
Even
mal.
that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Tá bom. Sai da cafeteria. Tchau, 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 minha senhora. Fica com Deus aí.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
É, tu vai ter que ir atrás deles agora, né?
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Não, pode ter certeza.
Here on PBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, hon. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Nossa, que romântico. A luz do pôr do sol. É uma boa, cara. É inteligente, mano. A mulher tem medo de escuridão. Né? É bom que deixa as velas acesas. Pá, faz aquele momento especial. Mano, aqui é cheio de cor esse lugar aqui. Gostei.
Here we go. Let's take a look inside. Come on.
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Eu acho que eu sei, né? Tem um disjuntor aqui. Ou essas casas aqui é tudo na base do gerador, né?
Hello? Anyone here?
Oh, tem uma garrafa de café aqui. Não sei pra que serve não. Mais tarde a gente descobre. Eu saí pela frente de novo? Não, esse aqui.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Well, hello, Rose.
Calma aí, povo. Não dá pra citar vocês agora não. Depois eu volto aí.
The water was clear but dark. It looked very deep.
Não cai aí não. Aqui não é, porque não tem nada pra pegar. Ele não corre mais do que isso. Mano, deve ser dentro da casa então, porque... Trancado. Isso aqui é um relógio? Provavelmente. Tem um alce. Um viado, sei como é.
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned.
Que isso? Esse me lembrou do filme do Exorcista, né? Que aquela menina, ela tá de boa, do nada aparece um bicho pra ela.
There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island.
É isso que eu tô procurando, cara. Um fusível, um disjuntor aqui, um gerador. Qualquer coisa. Tem uma foto aqui. Poxa, um mergulhador ali. Uns capacete estranho, né? Hein? Essa foto aqui parece daquele filme de terror. Esqueci a porra do nome. Bota uma janela aqui. Dá pra sair? Não. Ah, lembrei não do filme. A MTV.
The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
Tem um mapa aqui, que dia é hoje? 1970. Julho? Dia 4? Não, provavelmente é o dia de feriado. Não tem um X marcando. Cara, o rádio é alto, né? Porque tá lá embaixo, tá pegando aqui. Mano, vamos descer essa porra logo.
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
Cadê, mulher? Ah, muito obrigado. Ah, ficar na frente da casa geralmente fica sempre no fundo, né, cara?
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Essa aqui é a porta? Não. Ah, ali um gerador.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
É, gerador grande, hein? Meu Deus, cadê a porta desse lugar? Ah, tá ali. Liguei, querida.
Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
Vou contar as janelas da casa.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
Ponto de controle alcançado. Retorne até Alice. Ok. É bonito mesmo. Tem uma casa... Ah, não. Isso. Lá no topo. Esse aqui é o máximo que ele corre. É, cara, tu também devia ter que tomar banho, né? Em vez de ter perdido tempo ficar olhando lá de
Alice?
fora.
Honey?
Oh, tem neblina, cara. Nossa, vai fazer um frio tão bom aqui. A gente vai no quarto, né? Crianças, fecham o olho, viu?
Surprise!
Ai.
Alice, what is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you
Damn
past...
it, Alice, everyone...
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe...
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
E aí, cara, vacilão mesmo, hein?
Wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
Isso, cai aí, se mata logo.
Damn it.
Esse cara tá drogado, filho.
Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Agora corre, mulher, bora. Calma, mulher, tô chegando.
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming! No! What the hell?
Help me! Alan! No!
Alice? Alice?
Bora, meu filho, corre.
Oh, no!
Bora, pula.
Keep going, Alan. Wake up.
Alice?
Ih, cara, ele tava dentro do carro, ele bateu foi o carro, mano.
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Ele tava preso de um sonho dentro de outro sonho.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Ô, cara, tu precisa se tratar, mano.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Caralho, o carro subiu isso aqui, foi pra... Ah, tá, ele caiu lá de cima o carro. Entendi. Tá sendo lanterna, hein? É, tchau o carro, né? Imagina, mano, tu sai do seu trabalho pra viajar e acontece uma parada dessa. É muita falta de sorte, cara. A vida te dá surra 2 vezes no trabalho e quando tu tá sossegado.
Hello?
Hello? Is someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
F5. Páginas de título.
Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Ok. Estamos escrevendo um livro. Vá ao posto de gasolina.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Aparece uma alma bem aqui, filho.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
O que é isso no chão? Parece capacete. Uma garrafa de leite ali, sei lá o que é isso. Será que dá pra passar por cima desse tronco? Aí, passando.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help.
Deposit.
I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Eita porra.
Stucky. To meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Que isso, cara? Tu saiu correndo? Justo e honesto. Poxa, tem um cara aqui no chão. Tem nenhuma luz aqui não com nós? Ih, caralho. Tá, porra, passou os ninjas ali em cima.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Aê, cara, chama um revólver. Agora sim, mexe comigo, eu tenho uma lanterna, filho. Toma. Use um para trocar arma. Ah, tá, ok.
During your trying, it's the latest in
Yes.
assembly. Proven.
Right Falls Sheriff Station. Help me out.
Hello? Hello?
You can see the sights and keep those cholesterol.
The spirit.
Mano, e agora pra onde é que eu vou, pelo amor de Deus? Ai, cara, machucou. A casa caiu. A casa caiu. Chega ao posto de gasolina. Nossa, sou ruim de... Hein, caralho.
My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone.
Olha, tem um jogador aqui.
There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Ah, caceta. Ô, velho, podia ter usado essa lâmpada, né? Será que ela move se ela ligar, né? Tá, ela só liga e desliga. Não tem como mover ela. Ah, olha só, mostra com a luz, uma setinha.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Ah, eu vou usar essa pistola só em momento crítico mesmo. Se tiver cheio de carinha. E por aqui, aí eu vim por ali. Dá um pontapé. E queimou foi mais o cara, ó. Deixa eu ver, tem alguma coisa aqui em cima. Tem, só uma serra elétrica, né? Mas o cara não quer pegar, então tá bom.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
It's rabbit season.
Eita porra, o cara lança agora o bagulho, ó. Ixi, o cara virou espadachim. Não, eu usei o errado. O bicho matou, é lesado, viu? Menino do céu. Ah, eu peguei um. Tem aqui. Sem munição. Poxa vida. Deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisa pra cá. Ó, tem uma carta aqui, ó. F5. Rose sonha com
Rose
Wake.
knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
É. Isso. Só uma página de papel. Né, gente, não tem munição aqui não. Vamos seguir em frente e cai. Tem um negócio elétrico ali. Né, lembrando da mulher lá que viu toda de preto.
What the hell was that?
Tem uma represa bem ali, uma represa? É, não, é só uma ponte. Ó, a luz pega lá na ponte, ó. Nas árvores. Ixi, não pega na casa não.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
É, vai passar por um tronco aqui, ó. E agora, meu povo? Olha, café. Oxi! Uma garrafa de café no meio do mato. Tá fácil demais, né, ué? Caralho. Eu queria achar café assim do nada por aí. Ó, tem umas caixas bem ali, ó. A chegada de Barry.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
É, algo estava errado.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Tem um negócio brilhando aqui. Ah, oxe, pegar a bateria? Mas menino. Se não brilha, eu tinha passado reto. Não tem estamina. Ih, cara, tu não desviou não, hein? Cacete. Ih, caralho. Que isso? E aí, pô, avisa que vai... Nossa senhora, não, eu sou ruim. Nossa, que isso? Eu quero uma luz, meu povo. E cara, os caras são bons de mira, hein? Tá porra. Eu quero uma luz.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Sem munição. E não pode pegar outra munição. Não vi um negócio desse. Olha, outra garrafa de café aqui, ó. O povo gosta de café. Tem um caminho aqui. Oxe. Tem uma coisa ali, dá pra entrar aqui. Tu não sobe aqui não, cara?
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Ah, tá. Morre, morre. Ah, ligou uma luz ali. Alô de casa, cheguei. Oh, uma espingarda, meu filho, agora sim. Porra, venha. Ó, tem uma carta aqui em cima. Wake, atacado por pássaros.
Swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Ok, bora lá começar de novo, cara. Deixa eu pegar aqui meu revólver, né? Tá, a porta tá aqui. Essa aqui é a porta? É, esse daqui. A luz, ó. A gente tem que ir naquele outro poste. Cadê o outro poste? Ah, tá aqui, achei. Mover o elevador. Aí, meu filho, agora sim, bora. Sobe. Não? Não é pra subir, ué. O que é pra fazer então? Já que não é pra subir. Mano, será que aquele trator não tem nada a ver, velho? Parecia ser alguma coisa. Um capacete aqui. Não? Eu apertei para subir naquele elevador, ele não subiu. Eu não entendi. Essa madeirinha aqui em cima, será que tem alguma coisa a ver? Eu tô apertando pra pegar e não tá pegando. Ô Senhor Jesus Cristo. Acho que agora tá bom. Agora eu entendi. Ô Senhor, dá-me. Ai. Eu só fui ver agora, pelo amor de Deus. É só questão de prestar atenção, mano, e dá certo. Aí, um capacete aqui. Deixa eu ir naquela ponte aqui só pra ver se tem alguma coisa na beirada. Não. Tem uma lata aqui de alguma coisa. Nossa, será que isso dá um cheiro? Cai. Caiu mesmo, ó. Que isso? Pegou munição da espingarda. Guarda a espingarda por alguma coisa mais difícil, né? Um rádio aqui.
I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing.
Cara, desculpa, mano, mas não vou ficar escutando você não. Ó, tinha pra ter ficado uma setinha ali. Temos uma carta aqui no chão. É esse aqui, não é?
At first I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Assim poderia salvar Alice. Eu queria esse tempo aqui. Tá um calor da porra aqui, mano. Tá doido.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no context. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Caralho. Ai, meu Deus do céu. Nossa, horrível aqui. Nem vai adiantar mais ligar isso aqui, mano. Eu tinha que ter sido mais rápido. Mano, que posto de combustível longe, tá porra. E caramba. Quase que ele joga o bagulho em mim. Save Heaven. Safe Heaven. Isso mesmo? Ô caralho, não veio esse bicho aqui, não? A caixinha aqui pra nós. TV no posto de gasolina.
It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Vamos seguindo aqui, subindo o morro. Pilha, bateria quer dizer, né? Uma setinha ali, uma setinha aqui. Tem uma setinha ali também. Mano, essa porra vai vir pra cima de mim, cara. Corre, corre. Não? Ah, não, vai vir não. Olha o cara já... Sai daí, sai daí. Que isso? O cara deu uma facada em mim 2 vezes. Que isso, mano? Não, pelo amor de Deus, tá muito fácil isso. Mas fácil não, né? Eu tô morrendo muito fácil. Nossa, tá muito sensível também esse mouse, tá maluco. Não, deixa eu vir aqui, porque tem uma seta aqui em cima. Ah, filho, agora eu tô com a pessoal de sinalizadora. Eu vou usar aqui porque vai aparecer muito carinha. Ah não, já comecei foi a correr já. Morre, porra. Ixi, Maria, virou pirueta ali, carinha. Aí, morreu, morreu. Olha uma espingarda aqui, ó. De novo. Ah, ele só conta pra como se fosse usar.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide.
Suicídio quântico?
If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon
Esse cientista é
against my
louco.
own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not
Mas na outra dimensão.
here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey,
Insano.
is this thing supposed to
Ah.
be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum
Ele vai matar todo mundo que tá aí dentro. Eita porra, fui deu um tiro na cabeça do cara dentro.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
Eu já quero o segundo episódio, bora. Só vai ter um episódio só? Ah, mano. Tá tão interessante primeiro.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Só assim pra me fazer ler um livro, porque leio muito pouco. O que eu liguei aqui, pelo amor de Deus, que eu não preste atenção? Eita, eu tô com a 12. Será que eu tenho? Não tenho munição. Ah, aqui tem munição, ó. Cadê o... Bateria de lítio, velho. Tá, porra, deve doer pra caralho. Eita, isso é do mal, hein?
Ih, caralho! Vem, eu vou furar todo mundo nessa porra. Meu Deus do céu, eu vou correr, eu vou correr. Eu preciso mudar a porra. A sensibilidade desse mouse. Meu Deus! Ai, velho, preciso mudar a sensibilidade desse mouse, tá muito ruim. Agora sim tá bom. Vai, pipoca eles no tiro, vai, fura eles. Vem. Vai, vacilão. Tá, porra, só foi uma, filho.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
Nossa, a sensibilidade tá bem melhor agora. Nossa, sem comparação. Ai, pai, que eu posso encher de novo. Nada aqui. Oh, eu vi um botão a usar ali, hein? Ainda cheguei perto, ainda apertei, mas não foi. A coruja cantando.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Ah, tem um carro abandonado aqui.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting, at least for a moment. The sane world reasserted itself.
Ai, uma luz. Ufa. Entre no posto de gasolina.
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
É verdade.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Talvez alguém assaltou aqui, né? Levar as coisas.
I'll write. I'll keep writing. Outside there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her, I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
Cara, é ele aí na televisão.
Me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Cara, a mulher dele tá perdida. Usa o telefone.
Rainbow Sheriff Station.
Ah, é pra usar o telefone, ó.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station. Okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
É, senão o policial vai achar que ele tá doido, né? Cara, a casa onde eles estavam afundou, mano. Caramba. Bem, galera, eu vou terminando esse primeiro episódio, tá bom? É tipo uma série, né? O jogo vai se passando por capítulos e capítulos. Tô achando bem interessante. A gente se vê então nos próximos capítulos, galera. Falou!